in Giza we have the pyramids.
Right.
Well, right, yeah, and well, we're gonna start to show you the papyrus or papyrus. Well, and also we have the lunch. Lunch is included, but drinks no.
Okay.
If you have a what camera?
Yeah.
Camera, no need to bring a camera, only the cell phone. Yep.
Okay.
Cell phone is Tahrir Square on the left side hand, yeah.
Yep.
فين الفلوس يا؟
ما هو يا باشا بعد دوت
عدي عليك.
We're early.
It's good,
Yeah,
it's good,
yeah.
early good, yeah. Or you want to stuck in the traffic, but today's Friday, yeah, no much traffic.
اشرب الشاي ولا اقول لك مش شاي بلاش يا عم ولاء. يا عم ولاء معلش لم انت بقيت الاكل وانت عايز تشرب شاي اشرب شاي نفسك. انا مش هشرب، انا هخش جوه يا عم.
السلام عليكم. 24 والنبي سماعه 24 سماعه وطفل.
So well, the gate will be open by 9 o'clock, so we have 25 minutes. Okay, well, they started to build it in 1897. 1897, you can see the number there?
Yeah.
What was that? 1901, they done. Okay, we have the Lady Cleopatra, the last Greek king of Egypt. Okay, and there are 7 Cleopatra, not one. 7 Cleopatra, well, in the Greek time. In 332, Alexander the Great, he controlled the land of Egypt. Well, after the death of Alexander the Great, his empire was broken down between the leaders of his army. Ptolemy the first, he was the king of the land of Egypt, the second, the third, the fourth, until the 13. Cleopatra, there were 6 Cleopatra, we will call the last one. 30 BC, Egypt became a part of the Roman Empire. So, Cleopatra was the famous one of Egypt. So, in a Roman and Greek style.
Okay, right.
And depicted as goddess Isis.
I see, right.
So, Champollion, he studied well the last Egyptian language was the Coptic. By studying, he knew some letters of Demotic in the Coptic language. So it was easy for him to translate the ancient Greek part into Demotic. And then hieroglyphic, you know, the names never change. My name is Ahmed in Arabic, in English, Ahmed in French. So, they found, well, there's a cartouche. So you see what is the form here?
Yeah.
This cartouche. Did only for the name of the king. This is the original.
Wow.
The other side here, you see we have the same goddess bag and the name of the king, the fish and the chisel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but the king here with a different crown. It means I'm controlling the north part of Egypt. I'm wearing the crown of the north part of Egypt. And you can see well the king and the 4 standard bearers. They are going to the temple of God Horus, and there are 10 people. They are beheaded and their head between their legs. The kind of sacrifice. The two animals represent the 2 kingdoms. Well, they are united. In the lower part here, you can see the ball. The king portrayed as a ball, strong like a ball, destroying well the capital of the north, Foot. Okay, so this one original 5,000 years old. You can see here there are 2 massive statues for king. Well, Amenhotep III and his wife T, the grandfather and grandmother of the young pharaoh Tutankhamun, the young pharaoh. Okay, the grandfather. He was the king of the land of Egypt, and he built the temple of Luxor. And his wife, she was not royal blood woman. Right. How can you be the king of the land of Egypt? You have to marry from a royal blood woman, even if she's your sister or half sister. That's why the ancient Egyptian people, they had genetics problems. The young pharaoh Tutankhamun, he had a problem with his hips. He had a big beard like a female. He had like 100 sticks.
Yeah.
Okay, and he died after 9 years by malaria disease. Right. But he was sick. That's why the Egyptian people, they dropped the name of this king from the history of Egypt. But he became famous king because his tomb is the only one we found intact. 1920, we found it. The only man, the first one who stepped inside the tomb was Howard Carter. after more 2,351 years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why he's a famous king. But when you read the history of Egypt, the Egyptian people, they dropped his name. They didn't care about this king.
Right.
Okay, but he's a lucky one. We have another one here dates back 4,000 BC or 5,500 BC. Show the original one in the first floor where we have see the skin, the nails, the hair, and everything.
Is that right?
This one wrapped with linen.
Really?
Yeah, the Egyptian people. Egypt now is famous by cotton. The cotton, yeah. But we got the cotton from India 250 years ago.
Yeah.
But at ancient times, only linen. The last king of the second dynasty. Okay, well, this man, well, he had to put down different rebellions. This is embalming table. This is how they make, well, you know the cats. The cat is a sacred animal. So to cats, they have to remove the organ, the main four organs, except the heart. So you see the decline, so the blood will be here.
Right.
Okay, collect the blood, yeah. The lion means land of Egypt was green. So we had the white animals like lions. Okay, the Sphinx is the one we are going to see.
Yeah.
Well, we are not sure how old is the Sphinx. Just a few years ago, they said the Sphinx is 10,500 BC.
All right.
Who knows? How you can say whatever you want, but no proof.
Yeah.
Give me something, well, just make sure who built it and when they built it. Nobody knows.
Is that what it is? The lion? Yeah.
Lion's stone, I see that. Life.
Yeah.
And we have the cartouche with the name of Horus. We have another one here. There's a king here with the double crown. There's the white one and the red one. So we have the king, one Horus, the one who built the small pyramid of Giza. For sure, the king in a good shape. He's in a company with one of the main gods, Hathor, and one of the local gods. The king and the main god remain in the other trade. Only the local one changed. Because she was the main god in different nomes. Okay, in Egypt states, or nomes in Egypt, Hathor, she was the main god. She's supporting the king. You see how she holding the king and other hand, put the hand around it. Well, the one there, the local god, the small one on the left side, is the local god. Okay, this is the one who built the small pyramid. So it's in a good shape. He was not a royal blood king. He is the high priest. He was the high priest of the Temple of Gabra. He married from a royal blood woman, so we have a new era, new time now. Was at top. When you look at the head here, he had a real head. No head, just no hat, no crown, no small crown. He's one of the common people. He is a high priest, but still one of the common. He's not a king. The greatest king in history of Egypt, not Ramses or Tutankhamun. This is the greatest one. 50 years as a king, 50 years. Egypt is king of fire. He went to South Turkey, Canaan, or Israel at this time, Canaan, Palestine, or Israel, Syria, Iraq, all belonged to Egypt. Still the border of Egypt. And he went to the first cataract. His name is Thutmose. When you look at his face, smiling. He's happy. He's satisfied. I never lose any battle. 17 military campaign. He never lose any.
Yeah.
His famous fight was Megiddo. Megiddo. Yeah, he won in this battle. Okay. And it's in the book. So he's the first one who had the title Pharaoh. Pharaoh. So before this man, we're talking about 1,470, nobody called Pharaoh. After this man, all the kings of Egypt, Pharaoh. In a form of the cow with the sun disk and the two horns. The people of Israel, the Hebrew, they left Egypt. When Moses went up to the mountain and see the tablet, they said we lost and we need a God, so they had the golden calf.
This god of modification, the jackal, he was a god of modification in the ancient life.
Disc. This glazed was gold. It's huge. We have a cover of gold. Okay, this one had was the marble box.
Right.
This is one of the masterpieces we have here, the throne or the shell of the king, Tutankhamun. So Howard Carter, when he entered the tomb of this man, he found there are two boxes.
Like, this is Mark. Over there. This is Mark.
No, where is the mummy of the young Pharaoh? Tutankhamun still remains in his tomb in Luxor.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you'll find no eyes because they remove the eyes during the mummification and the brain.
Is that right? The brain?
Yeah, the brain. And also we found something well abnormal. We found his neck is made out of gold.
Yeah.
So what? We don't know. Maybe because of the story of Osiris and Isis. Osiris, he was the king of the land of Egypt, and his brother said he was very jealous and he killed him and he cut his body into 14 pieces. Well, his wife, she collected an Anubis, or Anubis, a jackal, the body of Osiris, but only one organ was missing. Okay, because it was in the river Nile and the fish eat it. So
Right.
she healed him, she gave him a gold one.
Yeah.
Understand me? Or maybe he had no one, so they give him one. We go.
maybe.
So another one share of the king, you see the vulture and the name of the king, and you see the enemy, how they stand.
Wow.
These are toys. They cannot put their feet on the land. Okay, selling toys, yeah, habibi. At Alexandria, we had the Greek Roman catacomb. You see, this is not Egyptian.
Yeah, he
The
looked right.
The lady. And then we have this other couple for the man. So we have the two mummies here original. Tuya, and Yuya. And we have the wood couple. What do you think?